Kamala's.
You had it right. You almost got it.
I will
You
say
almost
Kamala's
did it.
name any way that I want to.
No,
but
you mispronounced her and you also misjudged her.
I just did, and I'll do
Purposely
it again.
mispronouncing her name.
That's a
Kamala's
refusal to
policy.
acknowledge her humanity.
If I purposely mispronounced your name, that would not be appropriate.
Policies are Joe Biden.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Now, if we called her Karen, we would be wrong though, right? If we called her Miss about to get, we would be wrong though, right? I'm just saying. What's disrespectful is the fact that first, you said her name right. And then you purposely mispronounced her name because, guess what? You want to follow behind your MAGA do-who's who do it?
Saying her name. They were explaining to me, you can say Kamala, you can say Kamala. I said, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter what I say. I couldn't care less if I mispronounce it or not. I couldn't care less.
No matter how you cut and slice it, all of y'all wrong for saying her name wrong. It's easy to say. It's Kamala. Kamala. It ain't Shaniqua. And even if her name was Shaniqua, you should still say it right. Take the time. And if you can't say it right, just say this. Madam Vice President. You don't even have to say any part of her name. Madam Vice President. VP Harris. How hard is that? But we all know where this comes from. We all know where it comes from. But of course, she couldn't stop there. She had to dig herself in a deeper hole. Like the dumb person Nancy Mace is. Since we're using names. And we can't pronounce names. We're just going to call her Karen. Watch Karen continue.
Because this Congresswoman is a wonderful human being. But when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
Oh, so now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a
BS.
racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't have to intend racism to accomplish
You are
it.
intending that I am
Your disrespect
racist,
of Kamala
and
Harris
that is
part and parcel of a
why
tradition
can't you
of
just-
disrespect.
Why
It's
can't you just,
offensive,
Congresswoman,
and it's,
why can't you
it's
just,
offensive.
I'm not calling you a racist.
No,
I'm saying
you are.
what the practice is
You are.
racist.
You
Why can't we
absolutely
just
are.
hear what
Let
I'm
me-
saying?
let me get in
No, what's disgusting
That
is
is
your
disgusting.
disrespect of her.
Professor.
This gentleman said,
You know what?
I didn't know her name.
Disgusting
He's
to
trying
women
to do
is
it.
her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
White women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is to tell them they're not real women.
25
They
years
care
ago,
for your babies
25 years
and
ago,
respected
I
your
became
humanity.
the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the military college of South Carolina. I
So call her
fought my
name
way
right.
through it.
So pronounce her name
blood,
right.
sweat,
Let
and
me
tears.
actually
So pronounce her name
And
right.
Kamala Harris, if
Kamala,
I were a man,
Kamala. You said
I
this
will
before,
say
you Nancy
any way
Nancy.
that I want.
It's
Come on,
Kamala.
it's Kamala.
You're doing this on purpose,
I am
That's
Congresswoman.
not.
disrespectful.
Just a second.
If-
You can't expect people to
If
respect
a
your
man put
service
on
if
a
you don't
skirt
respect
and walked that
hers.
stage 25 years ago,
You're
she
a
would have
white
said
woman
she would have
disrespecting a
taken
black
that
woman. That is
achievement away from
problematic.
women.
I
Professor
agree.
That's
Dyson, let me get in
disgusting.
here because
That's-
I want to
that's
play
disgusting.
one more bit from Ellie.
I am extremely happy that the two Americans that were on this panel spoke up and said something. The two black men, African American, who were on this panel spoke up and said something. Because we have to start checking these people and calling them out. You don't have to be racist to have racist tendencies. But Nancy Mace is from South Carolina. South Carolina has a very, very, very innate understanding of slavery. I took history here in South Carolina. We speak about slavery from 7th grade. We have a very, very clear understanding of everything that happened within this state especially. So for Nancy Mace to think that I'm going to give her the courtesy of thinking that she didn't know what she was doing was being racist is a goddamn lie. She knew exactly what she was doing. We all in South Carolina know exactly what the fuck she was doing. She was doing dog whistles because she is safe in her district. And the reason why she's safe is because, unfortunately, Republican GOP here, they went and gerrymandered her district to take as many black folks as possible out of it so that it was more red. It's more reliably red. So that's why she is safe this term. But baby, the demographics of Charleston are changing. They're changing daily. And she's not that safe as she thinks she is. And you know what added insult to injury? Why did she go on her X account and said these boys are so easily triggered? What the fuck? What boys? See, this is what I'm talking about. We have to stop giving her, especially in the Republican Party as a whole, the benefit of the fucking doubt. We're not doing that anymore. Because, one, especially her, she understands innately. You don't call black men boys. They are black men. You use their fucking names. You were mad because they checked you because you knew how to say her name right. You said it wrong on purpose. They let you know that that was disrespectful. And instead of just taking a breath, apologizing, and just saying her name right, or just calling her Madam VP, you were too disrespectful and had to go and try and make it, oh, I'm a victim now. You're trying to call me a racist? Yes, ma'am. I'm calling you a fucking racist.
Racism, let's do that shit, huh? Come on, if you're racist and you know it, clap your hands. What the fuck?
Racist. Karen. You know what made her so triggered? And because she was the one that was triggered. She was mad because they brought up the fact that Project 2025 is extremely unpopular with the American public.
How many times do we have to say
And
it?
tell me that's my party platform. My Republican
like-
Party platform was rolled out by
Look,
Donald Trump a few weeks
I understand
ago,
what the
and it
official,
supports
what the
women.
quote unquote official
Right.
platform is, but the reality is that the people who created this platform are the people who were working
Right,
in the
and
reality
why-
is
why-
that you have
why
nothing
did
to
you
run
say
on,
that?
you have no
Really?
policy, and you have to lie
The
about
reality is that
ours.
you're
It's
afraid
not
of your
true.
own
I'm not
policies
afraid of my
because
own
you know
policies.
it's
Not my
unpopular.
policy.
It's a
And
lie.
eliminating the Department of
Ethan,
Education
Mark,
is an
give me one
unpopular thing
second
to
here
do.
because
But
I want to
It's
give
a lie.
Gretchen.
What you just said is
Trump,
not true.
Trump
What you
just
said
said
is
Trump wants to
100%
do
false.
the exact same thing
Keith.
Project 2025
He
wants to
does
do.
not.
He wants
He
to eliminate the Department of
he
Education.
he-
He just said so this week. He wants
That-
to eliminate the
that is
Department of
not the-
Education,
that-
which is the same
He
thing
is
that
Let me
denying
let
the
Gretchen
Project
talk and get in here with the
2025.
last
He's never
one.
said that.
And it's been shown that Project 2025 is not popular.
One of the first acts, and this is where I need an Elon Musk. I need somebody that has a lot of strength and courage and smarts. I want to close up Department of Education.
That is why she's mad. She got so mad because, one, Republicans don't even want to admit that Project 2025 is their platform. It is your platform. He literally, like, do they have, like, cognitive dissonance or something going on? Like, Trump will say something,
I want to close up Department of Education.
and they hear Trump wants to expand benefits to education.
Get some help.
And you know, it's extremely unpopular if that happened, especially in South Carolina, because we already don't have the best education system here. South Carolina is making a concerted effort to better the education system here. South Carolina is one of the few states I will give credit to that even though we have a Republican governor, he accepts if they want to give us pandemic EBT or EBT for the summertime, he accepts it for the most part. If he wants to give expanded Medicaid benefits, he accepts it for the most part. If they want to give funding for public education here, he accepts it for the most part because South Carolina desperately needs it. We do. We desperately need some of these programs, especially if you get to some of the smaller towns. They need this money because we don't have like high taxes on most things here. So you have to subsidize that with federal money that comes in. But of course, going back to Miss Karen, the last couple minutes, she just had to shovel up that manure and spread it all over her face. Damn! She just had to. Y'all watch this.
I certainly take that, but I'm
And
wondering.
a lot of rich history
I'm
comes
wondering
out of my
about
district in
Trump-
South Carolina that I'm
Trump is
deeply
injecting-
proud of.
With respect.
Trump injecting Vice President Harris's race and then suggesting that she's not actually black. Why is he doing that? Should he stop?
Well, I mean,
Yes or no?
I didn't hear him say it. I didn't hear what he said about her race. I am not going to weigh in on her race. As a woman,
He did say it.
Okay, well, as a
He
woman,
definitely said it.
I want
She
to weigh
turned
in.
black, he said. He said she was raised Indian. Now she was Indian, all he knew. Now she
Well,
turned
she's a
black.
mixed race. She's a mixed race.
He said that to the National Association of Black Journalists.
Right.
He went to, and he said at the same event where he said he'd done more for black people than any president in history.
I guess here's the thing.
When he was president, wages for women were better than they've been in a long time. Wages for black Extra
The
better
lowest
than
black
a long
unemployment
time.
rate in
He
history.
did.
It
He
happened
did a
under
lot of
Joe
good.
Biden.
He did a lot of good
Let me just finish this
for
to both
people
of you.
from all walks of the
This
country.
doesn't take that much courage, honestly, to just say that was out of bounds.
See, I tried to let that play through, but come on, Abby. We know it takes a lot of courage within the Republican Party to admit that they're wrong. It takes a lot of courage. It takes the courage of 1,000 sons for them to admit that they're wrong. Because guess what? Then they would have to admit that Donald Trump said something that was fucked up. And you know, they got that cognitive dissonance. She didn't know that Donald Trump brought up her race, even though he brings it up at every fucking rally.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She is. But you know what? They don't remember that. They think that when Donald Trump said that she was black and she was Indian, then she turned black, what he really meant was,
I'll give him a week.
I'll give him 11 minutes.
yeah, I can't even come up with something convincing for that. There's no way to. There's no way to finagle this one. I don't know.
My French, but I'll be damned.
But let's just continue to watch her fall and throw herself right into a wall.
What he said. I didn't see
He
the
said
Come
that
on,
she
come on.
turned black. He questioned whether she was really black. I don't think that's that hard to say. That's out of bounds. Can you say that?
I mean, I didn't say it, and I would not
just
say it.
yes. Just say yes.
Is it
Just
wrong?
say yes.
I just-
Just
Guys,
say yes.
we
Then they
are-
connect that
we
to your
are-
inability to
I'm not-
pronounce her name.
we are out
Now
of time.
it's a very
We are out of
cult.
time.
It's a cult. They won't say anything
I'm
that goes
not in
against
a
the cult.
cult. Are you
Yes, you
kidding
are.
me?
You are a
My
cult
friend,
Are
member.
you kidding
My
me?
It's a
friend,
cult.
I have a
we are
diverse
out
district
of
If you won't
of
speak out
William
against the
Bryan.
cult member, you're a cult.
Name.
Cult leader is Donald Trump.
We are out of time
The
at the
fact that
table.
you talk to
Thank
women
you
this way is ridiculous.
You
for
just talked about a black
being
woman that
here.
way.
In what
Thank
way?
you for
She
being
doesn't
here at
know
the
what a
table.
woman is.
Thank you
Oh
for
my
watching
God.
at home. No time for nightcaps tonight, Laura Coates.
Well, like I said, just like a true Karen, she insults Kamala Harris. She insults the two black men on the panel, and I got their names because you know what? I'm going to do the justice that Nancy Mace couldn't do. I went and researched their names because I did not want to say it wrong, and I did not want to guess. One was a professor, Michael Eric Dyson, and then the other guy was also a White House aide under President Clinton, Keith Boykin. See, it was just that easy. You look it up, you take your time to pronounce it correctly, and then you come and speak. But you know, like a true Karen, she had to make herself a victim in the end. So what do we say about Nancy Mace? Fuck her. And that's how we'll close this off. Thank y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Let me know if you want to see something else different in the future or have other videos you want me to look at. And y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Bye.